Welcome to Phonics, where we learn the relationship between sounds and letters. Today you'll be successful if you can hear the sound that we are listening for, our phoneme sound, if you know what letter makes that sound, and if you can form that letter correctly in writing in words. We're going to review the phoneme that we worked on last week. The letter we worked on last week, the phoneme was qu, like in question, quiet, and queen. The letter Q says qu. Let's read two words that make that sound. Let's first read this one. Ku, I, qui, n. The word is quin. Ku, I, quiz. The word is quiz. Good job. Today's sound is m. Let's listen for the m phoneme in these words. Farm. Where did you hear m? At the end, that's right. Say moon. Where did you hear m? If you said the beginning, you're right. Moon. Say jam. Where did you hear m? At the end, that's right. We hear m at the end of jam. When we make the m sound and look in a mirror, we put our lips together. Mm. Let's practice making that sound, but let's see if we can make that sound if we plug our nose. Ooh, I can't make that sound with my nose plugged. So that sound is pushing out of my nose. Let's see if this sound is voiced or unvoiced. Take your hand and put it on your neck. Let's make the sound. Mm. Oh, I felt a little vibration. Let's cover our ears. Mm. Ooh, I heard it inside of my head as well. That means that this phoneme is a voiced phoneme. Our voice box is turned on. Now, if I was in class and turned to look at the sound wall, the key picture for the sound is moon. Now, what kind of a sound is it? I already kind of gave you a hint because I said if we plug our nose, we can't make this sound. As soon as I plug my nose, I can't make that sound anymore. It's because this is a nasal sound. The air of the sound is coming out of our nose. The sound is made with the letter M. Right now, you can pause the video and practice forming M's correctly. Capital M, we use two strokes. We pull down, lift up our pencil, we slide, we fly back up to the top, and then we pull straight back down. So we only lift up our pencil one time. For lowercase m, we put our pencil on that middle line, we pull down, and we're going to hop over two moons. Pull down, and then hop over two moons. Look at the pictures on your paper. We're going to say the words, tap the sounds, and write the word. The first word I would like you to say is mix. Let's tap the sounds in mix. I, k, s. Ooh, I know that ks is two sounds, but it's one letter. How do we spell mix? Write those sounds down on your paper. The next word is ram. Say ram. Tap the sounds in ram. Write those sounds on your paper. If you need to push pause, you can do so now while you finish writing. These are our decodable sentences that we are going to read. The highlighted words are the high frequency words that we've already learned in kindergarten. Right here I can see the word can, the, I, and the. The rest of the words are words that I can sound out and you can sound out by knowing your letters and sounds. So take time, push pause. I want you to practice reading the sentences 3 times with an adult. All right, this is dictation. Dictation is where I will tell you a letter, some letters I want you to write, and a word I would like you to write. The first letter I would like you to practice forming correctly is the letter Q. I would like you first to write uppercase Q. Put a finger space down, and now show me what lowercase q looks like. Use a finger space, and now write the word am. Tap the sounds in am and write the sounds. If you need to push pause, do so now. The last thing on our paper is our high frequency word mapping. Today, our high frequency word is the word my. Let's listen for the sounds in my. I. How many sounds do you hear? I. If you heard 2, that's correct. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a yellow crayon, and I would like you to trace around the outside of 2 of the boxes to represent the 2 sounds that we heard. So now that we're going to focus on the first sound that we heard. The first sound we heard in my was What letter says That's right, the letter M says So we're going to put that letter sound in our first box because that's the first sound we hear. Now let's listen for the second sound. I. Ooh, I hear the I sound, but this is the tricky part that we're going to learn by heart today, okay? The tricky part that we're going to learn by heart is that when we hear the I sound at the end of a word that just has one phoneme sound in front of it, sometimes when Y is at the end of a word, it makes the long I sound, like in my. So that Y is the tricky part we learn by heart. We're going to come over here, and to finish off today's lesson, we're going to practice writing the word my. I. I'm going to remember that tricky part I learned by heart. I'm not going to put an I because it ends with a Y. Thanks for joining me for phonics today.